Biodiversity conservation. Content: biodiversity, level or types of biodiversity, values of biodiversity, hotspots of biodiversity, criteria of determining hotspot, threat to biodiversity, conservation of biodiversity, in situ conservation, ex situ conservation, and importance of biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety and difference among living organisms from all sources, including terrestrial, marine, and other aquatic ecosystems. Sand, the ecological complexes of which they area part. It is virtually synonymous with life on Earth. Biologists most often define biological diversity or biodiversity as the totality of genes, species, and ecosystem of a region. The biodiversity found on Earth today consists of many millions of distinct biological species, which is the product of nearly 3.5 billion years of evolution. Levels or types of biodiversity: community and ecosystem diversity, different habitat, niche, and species interaction. Species diversity, different kinds of organisms, relationship among species. Genetic diversity, different genes and combination of genes within population. Community and ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity refers to the diversity of a place at the level of ecosystem. This has three perspectives. Alpha diversity. Within community diversity, alpha diversity refers to the diversity of organisms sharing the same community or habitat. Beta diversity. Between community diversity, it refers to the diversity of organisms sharing two habitats. Gamma diversity, diversity of the habitat over the total landscape or geographical area is called gamma diversity. Species diversity, it refers to the variety of species within a region. Species diversity is an index that incorporates the number of species in an area and also their relative abundance. It is generally a much more useful value than species richness. Genetic diversity, it is a level of biodiversity that refers to the total number of genetic characteristics in the genetic makeup of a species. It is distinguished from genetic variability, which describes the tendency of genetic characteristics to vary. Values of biodiversity: food, about 80,000 edible plants and about 90% of present day food crops have been domesticated from wild. Drug and medicine, about 75% of world's population depends on plants and plant extract. Fuel, forests have been used since ages for fuel wood. Fossil fuels are also products of biodiversity. Social values. Many of the plants like tulsi, lotus, people, etc. are considered holy and sacred. About 2.1 million species have been identified till date, while many more species are believed to exist. India's position is 10th in the world and 4th in Asian terms of plant diversity. In terms of plant diversity, hotspot of biodiversity. A biodiversity hotspot is a biogeography region with a significant reservoir of biodiversity that is threatened with destruction. An area is designated as a hotspot when it contains at least 0.5% of plant species as endemic. There are 25 such a hotspot of biodiversity on a global level, out of which two are present in India. These are Indo-Burma, earlier the Eastern Himalayas, and the Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. These hotspots, covering less than 2% of the world's land area, are found to have about 50% of the terrestrial biodiversity. Criteria for determining hotspots. Number of endemic species, that is the species which are found nowhere else. Degree of threat, which is measured in terms of habitat loss. Indo-Burma, Eastern Himalayas hotspot. The hotspot include all of Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and nearly the entire areas of Thailand, Myanmar, and Bhutan, as well as part of Nepal, far eastern India, and extreme southern China. In addition, it covers several offshore islands, including Maine and island in the South China Sea and Andaman and Nicobar Island in Indian Ocean. Indo-Burma is one of the most threatened biodiversity hotspots due to the rate of resource exploitation and habitat loss. Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, also known as the Sahyadri Hills, encompass the mountain forest in the southwestern part of India on the neighboring island of Sri Lanka. The entire extent of hotspot was originally about 1,82,500 square kilometer, but due to tremendous population pressure, now only 12,445 square kilometer or 6.8% is in pristine condition. The important population include Asian elephant, Indian tigers, and the endangered lion-tailed macaque. Threat to biodiversity. Extinction is a natural event and from geological perspective routine. In last century, human impact has been so severe that thousands of species and varieties are becoming extinct annually. Some of the main causes are habitat loss, degradation, and fragmentation. Habitat loss and degradation are major causes of species extinction, affecting 89% of all threatened birds, 83% of mammals, and 91% of all threatened plants assessed globally in bracket IUCN 2000 report. The main cause of habitat are agricultural activities, mining, development of human settlement, and industry. Poaching of wildlife. Poaching is another threat that has emerging in recent decade as one of the primary reasons for decline in number of species. Wildlife is sold and traded in many countries for live specimens, folk medicine, furs, skins, and other products such as ivory, horn, etc., amounting amounting to millions of dollars. Man-wildlife conflicts. The conflict between man and wildlife started with the evolution of man, but intensity increased due to the activities of modern man. Due to the lack of stable food and disruption of movement, wild animals came out of forest area and attacked the agricultural field and humans and in turn got killed by the human. Endangered species. According to the International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, IUCN, the species that consider in imminent danger of extinction and whose survival is unlikely if factors causing their decline continue to operate. Out of about 47,000 species of plants in our country, 7,000 are endemic. India contains 172 species of animals considered globally threatened by IUCN or 2.9% of the world's total number of threatened species. These include 53 species of mammals, 69 birds, 23 reptiles, and 3 amphibians. As many as 3,000 to 4,000 higher plants may be under high degree of threat in India. Thus, Indian subcontinent has about 62% of endemic flora, restricted mainly to Himalayas, Khasi Hills, and Western Ghats. A large number out of a total of 81,000 species of animals in our country is endemic. About 62% amphibians and 50% lizards are endemic to Western Ghats. Golden monkey, Nilgiri langur, Indian wolf, red fox, Himalayan brown bear, great Indian one-horned rhinoceros, white-winged wood duck, naked crane, Indian peafowl, gharial, Indian egg-eating snake, Indian salamander, etc. are some example of endemic animal species of India. Conservation of biodiversity. The conservation of biological diversity held in June 1992 stressed the need of the conservation of biodiversity for sustainable development and perpetuation of human being on earth. Conservation is defined as the management of human use of the biosphere so that it may yield the greatest sustainable benefit to the present generation while maintaining in gift potential to meet the needs and aspiration of the future generation. The two basic approaches to wildlife conservation in protected habitats are in situ conservation and ex situ conservation. In situ conservation, it simply means conservation of a species in its natural ecosystem or even in man-made ecosystem. This strategy emphasizes protection of total ecosystem through a network of protected area. Protected areas, an area of land and or sea specially dedicated to the protection and maintenance of biological diversity and managed through legal effective means. There are different categories of protected area which are managed with different objectives. These include biosphere reserves, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, etc. At present, we have 11 major biosphere reserves, 80 national parks, 420 wildlife sanctuaries in our country covering 4% of the geographic area. The Jim Corbett National Park was first national park established in India. What is difference among biosphere reserves, national park and wildlife sanctuaries? Example of biosphere reserves of India. First, Nilgiri, 5,520 square kilometer. Second, Nanda Devi, 5,860.69 square kilometer. Manas, 2,837 square kilometer. Gulf of Myanmar, 10,500 square kilometer. Great Nicobar, 885 square kilometers. And Panchamari, 4,926.28 square kilometer. Examples of some national parks in India: Kaziranga in Assam, Gir National Park in Gujarat, Periyar in Kerala, and Sariksha in Rajasthan. Examples of some wildlife sanctuaries of India: first, Ghana Bird Sanctuary; second, Hazaribagh Sanctuaries; third, Abohar Wildlife Sanctuaries; fourth, Idlabad Wildlife Sanctuaries; and Mumdal, Wildlife Sanctuaries. Extensive conservation, it is defined as the conservation of component of biological diversity, sample of genetic diversity, particularly of endangered species outside their natural habitat. It involves maintenance and breeding of endangered plant and animal species under partially or wholly controlled conditions. For example, zoos, botanical gardens, aquaria, nurseries, DNA banks, seed banks, and gene banks. There are more than 1,500 botanical gardens in the world containing more than 80,000 species. There are more than 800 zoos around the world with about 3,000 species of mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians. In India, we have many gene banks. The important ones are National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources, NBPGR, New Delhi. Agricultural and horticultural crop and their wild varieties are preserved by cryopreservation of seeds at minus 196 degrees centigrade in liquid nitrogen, pollen, etc. National Facility for Plant Tissue Culture Repository, NFPTCR at NBPGR campus, New Delhi. It has been set up for the development of facilities of conservation of varieties of crop plants, trees by tissue culture. What is the goal of conservation? Conservation efforts focus on protecting entire ecosystem as well as single species. Protecting an ecosystem will ensure that the natural habitat and the interactions of many different species are preserved at the same time. Conservation challenges. Protecting resources for the future can require people to change the way they earn their living today. Conservation regulation must be informed by solid research and must try to maximize benefits while minimizing economic cost. Poaching of wildlife. Poaching is another threat that has emerged in recent decade as one of the primary reasons for decline in number of species. Wildlife is sold and traded in many countries for live specimens, folk medicines, furs, skins, and other products such as ivory, horns, etc., amounting to millions of dollars. Man-wildlife conflicts. The conflicts between man and wildlife started with the evolution of man, but intensity increased due to the activities of modern man. Due to the lack of stable food and disruption of movement, wild animals came out of forest area and attacked the agricultural field and human, and in turn got killed by the humans. Why should we protect biodiversity? Reasons to protect biodiversity: first, medicinal; second, agriculture; third, commercial; fourth, ecological; fifth, ethical or aesthetic. Medicinal: 40% of modern medicines came from plant, animals, fungi. 95% of non-plant species have been tested for medicinal value. Agriculture: of 80,000 known edible plants on the planet, we depend on 20 species to provide 90% of the global food supply. Corn, rice, and wheat are 50% alone. Loss of biodiversity in agricultural. Apples: 14,000 apple cultivators in North America have been reduced to 11, which supply 90% of our supply. Coffee: 28% decline in Latin American production as a climate change has brought new rainfall and pest patterns. Commercial, ecological, ethical, and aesthetic. Why biodiversity is important? The natural environment is the source of all our resources for life. Environmental processes provide a wealth of service to the living world, providing us with air to breathe, water to drink, and food to eat, as well as material to use in our daily lives and natural beauty to enjoy. Complex ecosystem with a wide variety of plants and animals tends to be more stable. A highly diverse ecosystem is a sign of a healthy system since all the living world relies on the natural environment, especially us, it is in our best interest and the interest of future generation to conserve biodiversity and our resources. The benefits and services provided by ecosystem include generation of soils, maintenance of soil quality, maintenance of air quality, maintenance of water quality, pest control, detoxification and decomposition of waste, pollination, crop production, climate stabilization, prevention and mitigation of natural disaster, provision of food security, provision of health care and medicine, income generation, and spiritual and cultural values. Thank you.